There is a man, hallowed was the ground he walked on. There is a man, hallowed were the words he would say. There is a man, hallowed were the prayers that he'd pray. There is a man, hallowed is his name. On hallowed ground the angels sing. On hallowed ground the saints walk free. On hallowed ground to praise his great name. On hallowed ground today and every day. On hallowed ground, this holy place has been found. Now unlocked where the King has walked. On hallowed ground, on hallowed ground. On hallowed ground, the devil's locked out. Death can't touch this holy ground. This holy ground I hope to go someday and walk with Jesus on hallowed ground. On hallowed ground, the angels sing. On hallowed ground, the saints walk free. On hallowed ground to praise his great name. On hallowed ground today and every day. On hallowed ground, this holy place has been found. Now unlocked where the King has walked. On hallowed ground, on hallowed ground. Hallowed is his Father in heaven. Oh, hallowed is the place where he came from. Oh, hallowed is the place where he went. Oh, hallowed all the angels will sing his praises on high so joyfully. Oh, hallowed is his church, that's you and me, his people exclaiming his glory. On hallowed ground, the angels sing. On hallowed ground, the saints walk free. On hallowed ground to praise his great name. On hallowed ground today and every day. On hallowed ground, this holy place has been found. Now unlocked where the King has walked. On hallowed ground, on hallowed ground. Things were locked, death held us. One day a man came and set us free. The gates swung open to heaven's glory. So hallowed be this day to remember his good way. He destroyed sin and death and made us the way. On hallowed ground, the angels sing. On hallowed ground, the saints walk free. On hallowed ground to praise his great name. On hallowed ground today and every day. On hallowed ground, this holy place has been found. Now unlocked where the King has walked. On hallowed ground, on hallowed ground. Let's remember the saints who led the way, marching on to the promised land. Let's remember those who passed on their way to walk with God hand in hand. We believe if we follow his way, love him and his people in Jesus' name, show compassion like he did, we will see his face. Heavenly grace. Oh, remember the day he died and made us the way. He opened the gates, we have been saved. Thanks be to Jesus. Thanks be. On hallowed ground. the King.